Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for organic Bible study. This is your favorite Bible bistro on the internet, and today I can declare we are MSG free. I think I've got it out of my system. Well, today we're looking at Psalm 8, and I got through the first phrase of verse 1 yesterday, so let's try to go back and pick up here with verse 1, the second half, and try to do verse 2 today as well. How majestic is your name. Now he begins with, O Lord, our Lord. That's where I got stuck yesterday. How majestic is your name in all the earth. You have placed your majesty upon the heavens. From the mouth of babes and sucklings you have established strength because of your enemies, to exterminate the enemy and the avenger. That is verse 1b and 2. We're looking today at these two verses. I hope we'll get through them. How majestic is your name in all the earth? Good question. This psalm has some very good questions. Number one question is here in verse 1. How majestic is your name in all the earth? Of course, it's rhetorical because he's going to answer it. And then we have in verse 4, what is man that you remember him, or the son of man that you would visit him? So we have another question, which he's also going to answer that as well. But here we have the question, how majestic is your name in all the earth? Rhetorical, because we have now him saying in the second half of verse 1, you have placed your majesty upon the heavens. To know the majesty of God, one way is to look up. Look at the heavens, because there God has placed majesty. And whether you're looking at a starless sky at nighttime, or at the moon, or at storm clouds during the day, or a bright blue azure sky in the daytime where there are no clouds, no matter if you're looking at storms or you're looking at clear sky, whether you're looking at the starry host at night, the moon in all its radiant splendor, ladies and gentlemen, you will always see the majesty of God there. Why is that? Because God in Genesis chapter 1 spoke it all into being and placed majesty there as a witness to us. It's not the witness, but it is a witness of his majesty, and stands as a witness against us when we don't believe. But then we have verse 2. Verse 2 says, from the mouth of babes and sucklings you have established strength. Here's the second part of the answer. How majestic is your name in all the earth? This is how majestic his name is that in the mouth of babes and sucklings he has established strength. So he uses the least of mankind to establish strength. Or as Jesus, when he beautifies this verse, because we have him quoting it for us in Matthew chapter 21, verse 16, he says to those who heard the children crying out, Hosanna in the temple, and they said to him, tell them to stop. And Jesus said, have you never read where it is said, from the mouth of babes and sucklings I have perfected praise? That's the Septuagint reading of this verse. The Lord using the least among us to praise his name, just as he uses the heavens in silence to praise his name. And why? Because of the avenger and because of the enemy. Those people who say there is no God, he does not exist, he does not save, he is not concerned with human life, those people need only look at the heavens, need only listen to the sound of the children, who in resplendent faith say, of course God is, who have never yet understood the doctrine of the gospel of redemption or sanctification or justification by faith, but just out of a heart welling up with faith will say, well, of course there's a God, just look up at the sky. And those children who in the temple on that day sang out Hosanna to Jesus, there you find the simplicity and the beauty of the majesty of the name of the Lord. Well, now, I want you to join me tomorrow because we're going to look at verses 3 and 4 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.